Top headlines. Meitei Tribe Union announces to launch No ST No Bot campaign. First ever Manipur Pride MMA Rise of Warrior 1 to be held on 3rd April. Trade Commerce and Industries Department Director Yumnam Robita inaugurates new eatery at Gari Awanglekai. Assam strengthens disaster response with induction of 40 high-speed rescue boats. Meghalaya records first full freight reg loading at Mandate Pathar. Tripura tightens security along border. India advises nationals to avoid non-essential travel to Venezuela as political crisis deepens after US captures Maduro. Military-backed party leads in Myanmar poll results. Good evening and welcome to ELITETV Primetime English News. This is Joyshree giving you the news in details. The Meitei Tribe Union MMTU has announced to launch No ST No Bot campaign against the political parties and political leaders of the state Manipur. Addressing a press meet held today, the 4th January at the Manipur Press Club, MMTU Secretary Organization Takhelambam Parija stated that the campaign is to protect the constitutional rights and safeguards of the Meitei students and the upcoming younger generations of the state. He stressed that the political parties and political leaders of the state are engaging in doing politics centered around vote banks, instead of focusing on the core issue of demanding for inclusion of Meitei in the scheduled tribe list as a constitutional safeguard. He highlighted that until and unless the indigenous Meitei are included in the scheduled tribe list, the future existence of the indigenous Meitei community is at high risk of extinction from the face of the earth. He continued that in order to overcome the political leaders and to fight for the constitutional safeguards of the Meitei, the union is all set to launch the No ST No Bot campaign.
Akhoi lai su tami bangang sing si da economic yang so thari hai bangang sing da khoi gi financial assistance leite ming chami mali lesal registration symbol ama bok leite thabak sang na bagi akhoi gi reservation natraga na akhoi gi mana phangyu ma tu gi khare na registration pi na sing se amata leite ba sidai da akhoi na hajaning ba se akhoi gi UPSC gi akhoi gi logba exam sing da akhoi gi general go na qualifying marks se IT person si oi bani adu ST go na lai sina akoi gi 47.82 sineba.
The first ever Manipur Pride MMA Rise of Warrior 1 with the aim to promote MMA fighters of the state in international platforms is scheduled to be held in the state Manipur on 3rd April this year. The announcement was made today, the 4th April, by Manipur Pride MMA Rise of Warrior 1 event director Rangam Tur during a press meet held at the Classic Grande at Chungmerong. The upcoming event is to be organized by Tim Vonjo, MMA Fitness Management. He highlighted that the current crisis in the state Manipur has posed great disturbance to MMA enthusiasts to pursue the game in the state Manipur, compelling them to travel outside the state and abroad for careers and prospects in MMA sports. He stressed that this upcoming event aims to provide a bigger platform for the MMA players and enthusiasts in the state and to prepare them for participation in international events.
Finally, we have to respect our warriors with the population of Manipur. Ratio our fighters in ratio to our population, we have elite fighters fighting in different organizations. We have Manipur's first fighter in the Matrix Fight Night.
On the other hand, while taking part in the press meet, Matrix Fight Night fighter Vonjovino Maitam stated that MMA players in the state begin their career in these sports at a later age, which makes it difficult for them to gain international records. He highlighted that the upcoming event of Manipur Pride MMA Rise of Warrior 1 will prepare fighters of the state to enable them in competing in UFC and other international level fighting events.
Rise of Warrior Manipur local pro fighter or the amateur topology and that now topology record aduna moida kana 18 years matung 19 20 21 years moina 10 0 the Manipur record same raba just akoina Manipur Pride MMA siga akoina fadana silaga fadana pangthopa sahim da anira ohna pangthopa ngamagadi moi reported 3 times build up duneba.
Trade Commerce and Industries Department Director and TAN Hill Special Secretary Yumnam Robita IAS today inaugurated a new eatery named Wow Momo Wow Kulfi at Gari Awang Laikai under Imphal West District. Speaking on the occasion of the grand opening, Yumnam Robita highlighted that upcoming entrepreneurs not only provide self-employment opportunities but also provides employment to other youths in the state. She added that such new startup entrepreneurs must be encouraged and promoted. She highlighted that risks are involved in taking new startups and new entrepreneurship ideas. However, a firm decision and a will to work harder will create avenues for success and greater achievements, she added.
Wow Mozema, Sangai Bro, the Hangotana, like Mayamda, easily accessible. Okenba, Hanadi Pangam, the single Pangapa, other entrepreneur Amoina, Mana Topa Mayamsu, promotori, Atuga season Masana Masabu, a Tarot Pizza Haidare, to unemployed youth Mayamama, a government service Komaka, the Darasu, Ishani, Chabu, Chapatna, Ishana, Ishana, business Amahango Paise. It's a very encouraging thing, Haidare.
Sanabam Atoy, 22-year-old from Yaripok Yambam in Manipur, has brought pride to the state after being crowned Miss Trans Northeast 2025 at a grand ceremony held on 24 December 2025 at Tas Vivanta, Guwahati. Daughter of Sanabam Inaucha Singh and Sanabam Ongbi Ibema Devi, Atoy emerged as the winner among 16 finalists representing various northeastern states, impressing the judges with her confidence, grace and strong presence. Her victory marks a significant milestone for representation and inclusivity, highlighting the growing visibility and empowerment of the trans community in the Northeast. The 14th annual event of Radio Tabiribasingi Sakhang Maikhang Nabatauram was held today, the 4th January, at the residence of Sophia Sarmal Baspati Mayum at Brahmapur Aribam Laikai. The annual event, which was organized by radio listeners Guild Manipur, witnessed the participation of officials and staff members of various radio channels and general public from across the state. Speaking on the occasion, radio listeners Guild Manipur Vice President Thongam Dara stated that the event not only provides platform for interaction and sharing of ideas and experiences amongst the radio listeners of various channels, but the gathering also offers respect and homage to the departed soul who lost their lives during the current Manipur crisis, which sparked off on 3rd May 2023.
koi Manipur da library ba community radio station kodi maki staff sing amadi abo Kaswani Imphal gi staff sing yauna amadi koi radio tabiri ba sing gi Manipur gi kasin koya kodi mak gi lengbi rak le harakanda ahalaman imai bel mo pang isno chele kodi mak koi radio tabin nari ba sing sigi sakhang mai khang ba thoram asi koi ngasi han banu ma jing misida pangtok jabani hoji koi daista koi gi maroi ba koi radio station gi staff sing amadi lekai sigi kai khumna jarwa sing aduga koi gi senior oi ba adugum na listener sing nangchele harakanda koi hoji manung da koi gi sai gi sak tak gi pasana masabu sak tak sa bagi program yam noir ba program do koi hoji pangtok li
DJ's Academy Uripok Khoisnam Laikai players have showcased wonderful performance with international fight rating and trophies in various chess championships, including 54th Annual Junior and 39th National Junior Girls Chess Championship 2025. A release issued by the Chess Academy stated that 18 players of the Academy, including 5 players, represented State Manipur in 54th National Junior and 39th National Junior Girls Chess Championship 2025 from 16 to 24 December 2025 at Jharkhand, 23rd Northeastern State Chess Championship 2025 from 16 to 28 December 2025 at Mizoram, 14th National School Chess Championship 2025 from 27 to 31st December 2025 at Guwahati, Assam, WMA International Fight Rated Blitz Chess Tournament 2026 on 1st January 2026 at Guwahati. Assam felicitation ceremony of all winners and participants of this Chess Academy shall be held on 10th January, the release stated. A non-residential coaching camp for the game of roll ball players and students under 15 years will be held at Nilit Indoor Basketball Hall, Akampat, Imphal East from 8 January to 18 January 2026. A release issued by the Manipur Roll Ball Association has stated inform all the roll ball players and students to attend the non-residential roll ball coaching camp, which will have 2 sessions. The coaching camp will be headed by Sujal Basfor, an experienced roll ball coach of the Northeast India. The release has further informed all interested roll ball players, boys and girls and students, boys and girls under 15 years to collect prescribed admission form for participation in the coaching camp from the state official L. Opendro Singh, mobile number 943-6021-366 during office hour on or before 7 January 2026. In a measure push to strengthen disaster preparedness in Assam, Revenue and Disaster Management Minister Keshav Mahanta on January 3 ceremonially handed over 40 motorized high-speed rescue inflatable rubber boats to the fire and emergency services. The handover program was held at the Gateway Terminal in Guwahati. The induction of the boats is aimed at enhancing rapid response and rescue capabilities, particularly during floods and other water-related emergencies that frequently affect the state. Officials said the equipment would significantly bolster the operational efficiency of the fire and emergency services and the state disaster response force. Meghalaya has achieved a milestone in railway freight movement with its first ever full freight reg loading. The Northeast Frontier Railway set on January 3. The operation was carried out last week at Mandipatar, North Garo Hills district, the state's only railway head, where a complete rack of 42 covered wagons loaded with coal was dispatched to Jalaghar. Railway officials said the development signals the station readiness to handle large-scale freight operations. Mandipatar had entered the railway freight network on February 4 last year with its first unloading operation. Since then, the station has handled 29 mini racks and 6 full racks, together equivalent to 20.5 full ranks. India on January 3 advised its nationals to avoid all non-essential travel to Venezuela amid escalating political uncertainty following the capture of Venezuela President Nicolas Maduro by the United States. In a statement, the Ministry of External Affairs urged Indians currently in Venezuela to exercise extreme caution, restrict their movements, and remain in constant contact with the Indian embassy in Caracas. The advisory comes after US President Donald Trump claimed that American forces captured Maduro during a large-scale military operation in and around the Venezuelan capital, Caracas. Chief Justice of India Surya Kant on Saturday said he was shocked to note the high incidence of cyber crimes in the country, which have led common people, especially senior citizens, to be robbed of thousands of crores of rupees. He was addressing a function in Potai on the outskirts of Patna, where he laid the foundation stone for a new campus of the Bihar Judicial Academy. The CJI said offences like digital arrests are the latest challenges which the Indian judiciary is facing. He stated that he was shocked to know that in India alone, not a few hundred crores, but thousands of crores have been siphoned off by way of extortion committed on senior citizens through cybercrime. The CJI said, therefore, the significance of sensitive training and updating of judicial officers to deal with these kinds of modern challenges is extremely important. Now, let's have a short commercial break.
Manipur के अहानबा न्यूरो पेशेंट्स के अमतंगायरबा स्पेशलाइज्ड हॉस्पिटल न्यूरो इमरजेंसी ट्रॉमा नेट मल्टी स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल सिंगजय मथक टोंगथाम लिकाइदा हांदोकचरे हॉस्पिटल असना मरुइना बीपी स्ट्रोक ब्रेन ट्यूमर लंबी की खुदोंथिबा स्पाइनल डिस्क प्रोलैप्स स्पाइनल ट्यूमर अमदी माइग्रेन चिंबा लायंगली हॉस्पिटल असदा न्यूरो के लायंगबद चंगबा अफबा मखल की खुसु खुलाई अमदी मशीन मरांग काइद लई मशीना कोक मरी लेनबा तोंगान तोंबा मखल की अनाबा सिंग निंगथिना लायंगली लमदम मसिदा न्यूरो सर्जन यामना तांगलिबा मरमना चिंगमदी अरापा मफमदगी लाकपा अनाबसि न्यूरो सर्जन उननबा होनबदा अवाबा क्या मायोंगदरी मसिदा सुनतना मतम थिंथना अनाबा लायंगना मरम ओरगा खुदोंथिबा क्या सुमायोंगदरी मसी पुनमक्तगी खरदो ओरबसु कन्ननबा डॉक्टर पार्किंसन सिंह MCS न्यूरो सर्जरी एम्स न्यू दिल्लीना मसामकी हॉस्पिटल असिदा पुंग कुनमरी लेदुना अनाबा सिंह लायंगली हॉस्पिटल असिदा अताब ममलदा लाइंग मतनतना OPD जनरल अमदी ICU बेड्स ऑपरेशन मेडिसिन एक्स-रे अमदी लैब कमैली नबसनसु अताब ममलदा फंगल्ली ngasi magrensin biro amadi kudong saba singa silobiyo hena kuba mrol gidamag hospital asigi telephone number 7005534166 natraga 8974572154 da pau phabirak yagani.
Hello everyone, welcome to Career Topics. Ngasi mayam gidamakta puduna lakchariba career topic unconventional careers. Unconventional career haibasi aikoina traditional career haibadi doctor natraga engineering gumba mainstream career nataba adubuni khudam oina hairabada law, liberal arts, psychology, agriculture, mass communication, design, physiotherapy, forensic science, architecture asina chingban. Unconventional careers inge marakta ngasige topic mass communication. Mass communication haibasi aikoina miyambu karigumba pau natraga information matam amada punna yohanba adubuni khudam oina harabada pau che TV radio film na chingba asini mass communication gi career path asi changbada skills makhal kaya ama changli skills sing asige manungda maru oiba khara hairabada creativity, curiosity and critical thinking, strong verbal and writing communication skills, editing, presentation skills, adaptability and flexibility ashina chingbe. Hariba career path ase matau karamna tamgani. Kanagumba any stream da 12 loiraba 45% or above phanglaba mahiroi amana bachelor or diploma in mass communication ase pursue tawba yai. mass communication hariba career path asi yamna kanaba amadi lemjaningai oiba career path amani aikhoina mass communication gi tokhai ba section sing khairui madudi print and electronics journalism advertising public relation radio jockey news anchor content writer asini kanagumba mahirisingna thawai yaubirabadi aikhoigi office ta lakna tanabiyu natraga makhada pizariba aikhoigi contact number asida pau paubiru.
State level integrated rural energy program की मखादा सरकार की residential school सिंग community hostel सिंग college की hostel सिंग university अमदी तोंगान बा मही तंपम संग सिंग दा solar water heater थमन बा खुदों जाबत बिगतौरी राज्य की डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी की सेरोल मनहाई मसी की दमक नमथोकलब फॉर्म द दरखास्त थारक यागनी दरखास्त पिसिलप की अरोइब मतम जनवरी 19 फावनी अकुप मरोल इम्फाल वेस्ट जिला की all lambulen da leiba bibag asidagi khanglaba yagani hairi
ayhangna taibang khongda jarakhibase kumjali singamaga samapal humphudra 1970 mas ke kunipal lamtagina kunma thoini panba thang janamit ke ayuk pung mapanda ayha taibang phaurakki lol leijaba phije leijaba lining leijaba maitai phurupse amtadi mingkha tamna lining mikha pondabasu oirasi.
Welcome back to the news again. Pantoibi Housing Finance Company Limited, which is the first housing company of Northeast India, has received the recognition of Ministry of Finance under Sarfashi Act 2002. The announcement was made today, the 4th January, by Pantoibi Housing Finance Company Limited, Chairman cum Managing Director T.H. Hemo during the one-day's convention of job creation and economic development in our state Manipur held at City Convention Center, Palace Compound. The event was attended by Senior Advocate Khaidem Mani Singh, NABAR's retired General Manager Sanamani Singh Yambim, retired Colonel, Indian Army, Horungbam Sarat Singh, retired District and Session Judge Aribam Nautuneswari Devi as well. Speaking on the occasion, Pantoibi Housing Finance Company Limited Chairman cum Managing Director T.H. Hemo further stated that a total of 90 housing companies are registered as national housing banks under the Reserve Bank of India, and Pantoibi Housing Finance Company Limited will also play a major role in promoting Manipur in the financial sector of the nation. He added that PHFCL is also a registered entity under Credit Information Company sector, including TransUnion, CIBL, Experian, Equifax and CRIF Highmark. He appealed to the masses to extend cooperation to the PHFCL and to avail other financial benefits and assistance for the overall development of the state Manipur. Meitei Heritage Society has submitted memorandum to the Prime Minister's Office and the Ministry of Home Affairs after the Kuki Alliance for Nampi Awakening Movement sent letters to the UN and the US Embassy against an order by the National Green Tribunal, the NGT's Eastern Joint Bench in Kolkata on December 23, ordered to stop work on a road path illegally through the forest in Manipur. The Manipur government has said it had not approved or sanctioned any such road, locally referred to as German road and at certain stretches as Tiger Road. The memorandum stated that the portraying a judicial decision as institutional violence, collective punishment and as grounds for foreign intervention. These communications undermine India's sovereignty and the authority of its constitutional and quasi-judicial institutions. Such actions risk setting a dangerous precedent whereby internal judicial processes are selectively escalated to foreign governments and multilateral bodies. The civil society organizations Meitei Heritage Society said in the memorandum given to the PMO and the MHC, the memorandum came after the Cookie Alliance for Nampi Awakening Movement sent letters to the UN Environment Programme's Executive Director, UN High Commissioner for Human Rights Volker Turk, and the US Embassy in New Delhi. Meitei civil society organizations have called the CONAM's claim of no access to highways affairs to keep the pot boiling in order to apply pressure on the center for creating a separate Kukiland by dividing Manipur. They said it is the Meiteis who cannot access national highways that pass through Kuki villages, where 24 armed groups that are under the suspension of operations agreement have the final say in decision making. Myanmar's military-appointed election body has begun announcing the winners of the first phase of its three-part general election, saying that the military-backed party has won the majority of seats, as widely expected. Critics of the current system say that the election is designed to add a facade of legitimacy to the status quo. They charge the polls are neither free nor fair because of the exclusion of major parties and government repressions of dissenters. Opposition groups have called for a boycott of voters. The Union Election Commissions, or UEC, announced in the state-run Myanmar-aligned newspaper on Saturday that the Union Solidarity and Development Party, or USDP, won 38 seats in the 330 seat Putu Hluttaw lower house. Though many seats from the election held on December 28 have yet to be declared. European national security advisors arrived in Kyiv on Saturday to discuss the latest peace proposal as a US-led diplomatic push to end the nearly 4-year-old war in Ukraine intensifies. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and European leaders meet next week. Ukraine is coordinating security guarantee plans with European partners that would include a multilateral framework agreement involving Ukrainian forces as the first lines of defense. European-led troops deployed in Ukraine and US backstop support, according to Ukrainian negotiator Alexander Vabs. Ukraine's Deputy Prime Minister Taras Kaska said Saturday that international partners have reached a consensus on an economic support package of about $800 billion for Ukraine over the next decade. Let us now have a look at this week's employment news. Manipur Public Service Commission's MPSC has issued notification for direct recruitment to the post of assistant professor for filling the vacancy of 419 in government colleges under Higher Education Department Manipur. Vacancy position in various disciplines of arts, humanities, education, social sciences, language and physical education, etc. Those candidates who are interested in the vacancy details and completed all eligibility criteria can read the notification and apply online on or before 19 January 2026. Further, Manipur Public Service Commission MPSC has issued another notification for direct recruitment to 7 posts of assistant professor of Dem College of Teacher Education under Higher Education Department Manipur. Those candidates who are interested in the vacancy details and completed all eligibility criteria can read the notification and apply online. The last date of form submission is 26 January 2026. Meanwhile, Manipur Public Service Commission MPSC has published another notification for the Limited Department Examination 2025. Those candidates who are interested in the vacancy details and completed all eligibility criteria can read the notification and apply online on or before 27 January 2026. The Border Security Force (BSF) has announced recruitment for the post of Constable GD under sports quota vacancy. Eligible candidates who are interested in the vacancy details and completed all eligibility criteria can read the notification and apply. The last date of online registration for the recruitment is 15 January 2026. Airport Authority of India is inviting application from eligible candidates who are domicile of northeastern states for the post of Senior Assistant Electronic, Junior Assistant HISAR and Junior Assistant Fire Service for various airports in northeastern region. Those candidates who are interested in the vacancy details and completed all eligibility criteria can read the notification and apply online on or before 11 January 2026. Defense Research and Development Organization is also inviting application for direct recruitment of Senior Technical Assistant Group B and Technician Group A under Center for Personal Talent Management. Those candidates who are interested in the vacancy details and completed all eligibility criteria can read the notification and apply on or before 11 January 2026. National Testing Agency has also issued notification for conducting of Common University Entrance Test (QET PG 2026). Those candidates who are interested in the exam details and completed all eligibility criteria can read the notification and apply online on or before 14 January 2026. For more information regarding online application form and any other details, please contact Job Center Babupara Info. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. Before we bind up, let's have the headlines again. Meitei Tribe Union announces to launch No ST No Vote campaign. First ever Manipur Pride MMA Rise of Warrior 1 to be held on 3rd April. Track Commerce and Industries Department Director Yumnam Robita inaugurates new eatery at Gari Awang Lekai. Assam strengthens disaster response with induction of 40 high-speed rescue boats. Meghalaya records first full freight track loading at Mandipatar. Tripura tightens security along border. India advises nationals to avoid non-essential travel to Venezuela as political crisis deepens after US captures Maduro. Military-backed party leads in Myanmar poll results. That's all for today. Thank you again for being with us.